Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we are talking about The Fall Guy, a new movie out in theaters right now starring Ryan Gosling. And in The Fall Guy, it deals with the stuntman who is framed for murder and is now trying to prove his innocence. Because, oh hey, he did not murder the guy he is being accused of murdering. Now, this movie is based on a TV show, and I have not seen a single episode of the TV show. So this review is just me basing the quality of the movie on its merits as a movie. And I have to say, it's fun. It's a fun movie. Yes, the narrative has kind of been done before. They do things a little bit different here, though. Like, yeah, we've seen narratives about, guys trying to prove their innocence for a crime they did not commit. This film doesn't do that in like this thriller kind of way, but it's really an action comedy mix. And I do like that element of the narrative, the fact that they went a very different route than your typical, hey, I'm innocent, let me prove it kind of fashion. Also, the two lead actors, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, not only did they work pretty well together, but just in general, they do a good job acting in the movie. Ryan Gosling, his character, who's pretty decently written, his name's Colt Stevens. He is just this normal guy who is, like I said, a stuntman, that he doesn't want to be part of a murder conspiracy. He doesn't want that, but he also wants to just clear his name. And Ryan Gosling does a good job at that. The way in which his performance is made, Gosling genuinely comes across as someone who just wants to do something else. He just wants to do stunts for a movie. That is it. And Emily Blunt, she plays his ex, who is the director of the movie he's working on when all of this happens. And these two just work very well together. Like, whenever they're together and, they're happy and all that kind of stuff, it generally comes across as a romantic couple who are just happy to be together. And yeah, she's an ex. There's some drama about that, obviously. And the action sequences, when they happen, they're very good. I wouldn't say they're as clean as, Bullet Train's action sequences or anything like that. I mean, it's cleaner in the sense that there's less gore, but that's neither a plus or a minus. They're well shot, well executed, and entertaining to watch. In terms of problems, because this movie has problems, because it's not a perfect movie. The middle section of the movie, in my opinion, it's not as well paced as the rest of the movie. Well, the rest of the movie, it has the pacing it needs, but the middle section, it's like they decided to do something a little bit different, but it just didn't feel right. Also, it's comedy, but I just didn't really find it to be all that funny. Now, there are a couple laughs, a couple chuckles here and there, but ultimately, I saw it as more of a fun, well-executed action movie, not a comedy. Also, the villains, just didn't care for the villains. The whole villain plot thing was just kind of convoluted a little bit. They sprawl it out. You're just sitting there thinking to yourself, but wait a minute, what about this, and that? Which would have showed up rather quickly and would have just derailed everything for them. Those cases where, if you think about it, it just wouldn't work out in the real world. Like, yeah, there's bribery and stuff like that. Never hinted at, you know, these villains were bribing people or anything like that. It's just they tampered with evidence, but there are certain elements of evidence that the police would have, you know, picked up on. At the end of the day, The Fall Guy, it's a fun movie. It's not bad at all. You have quite a few issues with it, but at the end of the day, they never completely derailed the movie. And it's entertaining, the narrative is decent, the cast and characters are good. Would have to say, you know, yeah, if you guys want to go see The Fall Guy, go ahead and see it. I'm going to give The Fall Guy a 7. That's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Podetsky will return.